Good afternoon and welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to look at population. And so it is my hope that at the end of this lesson, you'll be able to explain the term population, explain population census, give us the features and importance of population census. We will start with population. I am sure you will be able to tell me the number of people in your family. When we say population, we are saying it's simply the total number of people or inhabitants residing in a defined area in a period of time. Population can also be explained as the total number of people living in a country or a particular geographical area at a given period of time. Temporary residents are normally excluded when we are defining population. It is important to state that whenever you are defining population, the time frame and the geographical area is very important. So we can say population of Ghana. Ghana is a defined area. We know our borders. Population of Ghana in 2010. We can easily identify the number of Ghanaians as at 2010. We can say the population of your hometown in a given period of time. And so anytime you are defining population, please ensure that the geographical area and the time period is not omitted. Scientific study of population is called demography. And therefore, people who study or specialize in population study system are called demographers. Demography is therefore concerned with the study, concerned with the measuring of the size of population and explain the rise and fall or decline of a given population. I'm very sure some of you want to become demographers. You want to study population and be able to offer explanation as to how population can rise and how population can fall. Now let me give you a background to the population of Ghana. As of 1960, the population of Ghana was 6.7 million. Population of Ghana increased to 8.5 million in 1970, and in 1984, population of Ghana was estimated at 12.2 million. The population rose to 18.5 in 2020. You can determine that the population of this country is rising very fast. From 1966.8 million to the year 2018 million, it has been more than double. And I think that as Ghanaians, we should be reflecting on why the population of Ghana is increasing at this fast rate. I am sure in the course of this lesson, you understand why the rate of Ghana's population growth is increasing faster. Now, currently, Ghana's population as of 2017 was 28.8 million, according to population data sheet 2017, and it is estimated that by 2050, the population of Ghana will increase to 51.2 million. That is, if all things remain the same. Now, I'm sure, like I said, you'll be able to tell me the population of your college. And in determining the population of your college, you'll be looking at students, you'll be looking at workers. People who are not permanent residents of your college will not be factored into the population of your college. So people who come there to sell in a day and leave should not be factored into it. I expect you to share this with your colleagues and share with the class. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at population census. To be able to determine the population of a country, we need to count the people in the country in order to determine whether we are 2 million, 10 million, or 20 million. And we are saying that it is the official enumeration of all persons physically present in a country at a specific time. This enumeration implies that we collect, we compile, we evaluate and analyze and publish the demographic figures. We also publish social and economic statistics relating to this population. And so if you look at population census that has been conducted in Ghana, you will see that they will be talking about people who are employed, those who are unemployed. They even talk about the religious group, the percentage of people who are Christians, who are Muslims. Then we talk about our social structure, the number of households that we live in, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on and look at features of population census. And I said that anytime we are doing enumeration, all persons who qualify for enumeration should be enumerated separately. The census operation should be confined to a well-defined territory. That is why when I was defining population, I said in a defined geographical area. And so anytime we are doing census, we should be able to say that we are doing census for Ghana. And Ghana is a defined geographical area. And we should cover all persons present or residing in the territory. So we shouldn't discriminate that, oh, this person is that, doesn't qualify. Everybody within that territory who has a permanent abode should be considered in it. Census should refer to a well-referenced period of time. And so anytime we are doing a census, we should consider the time period. What time are we going to get more people in the house? Or people will be at home? In Ghana, when we are doing enumeration, we consider factors such as farming seasons. So if it is a farming season where farmers are farming, it is going to be very difficult getting farmers to be enumerated. And so usually you look at the time where most farmers and other workers are at home to do this enumeration. Census should also be conducted at regular intervals, and it is recommended that it should be done every 10 years. And these recommendations are backed by United Nations that every 10 years should be ideal for census to be conducted. Now, the size of a country's population is determined through a population census. It is therefore recommended, as I said, that every 10 years population census should be conducted. Now, changes within this period might have occurred in terms of age, in terms of sex, in terms of occupation. That's why we are saying that the 10-year period is ideal for that. The population structure could have changed. And so if we leave population census to be conducted more than 10 years and beyond, it's not going to be good for nations. And so we advise we go by this. Now, quickly, let's look at the importance of population census. We are saying that it is very, very important for planning. So governments need data on the population to plan on development, plan on schools, plan on hospitals, roads, etc. Then we say that it also helps in allocation of resources. And so government will look at the population size and the population structure in allocating resources to people within the nation. It also serves as a yardstick to determine whether family planning methods are necessary. It is important because if the population is rising faster and people are giving birth to more children, then it means that family planning methods are not being used regularly. Or the other way around, if the population is reducing, then it means that family planning methods are being used. And this will inform governments. If they want the population to increase, then it means that they must advise people on the use of family planning methods, either to reduce or change their lifestyle regarding family planning. It also helps businessmen and women to plan. So for instance, if at the end of census, we have more children in the country, then more businessmen will be interested in producing goods for children. If the aged are more, then businessmen will look at it and decide where to invest. Then it helps to update census data. So like we said, 1960, we conducted population census. In 1970, we did. This will help us to update the data so that we will know the actual number of people in the country. The breakdown of the country into constituencies is done through population data. And that is very important. As Ghanaians, we know that the Fourth Republic, the constituencies and districts have increased over time. And they do that with population data, among other factors that the people who do this consider. It also helps to determine the population structure, that is the sex and the age. And very soon we'll be looking at the population pyramid of Ghana, and we will know the structure of Ghanaians, whether we have more children or youth or more aged, constituting the various age brackets. And it's through population census that we get that. Then it also aids in formulating of policies towards migration. And the last thing that we look at is that it also serves as the basis for the importation of goods and services. So the population structure will inform us as to what should be imported and what services should be offered. Now, the conduct of population census has its own challenges, especially in developing countries. And so we will look at a few of them. They are saying that shortage of skilled manpower, especially in terms of numerators. We need enumerators to move around communities, homes, to enumerate people. But we don't have enough qualified enumerators, and that is one of the challenges. The influence of sectional interest, which may distort figures. We have heard at times people do not want to disclose the number of children and other vital information that will help the enumerators to come out with the information needed to update the data. Then financial challenges. The conduct of population census is very expensive, and as a developing nation, we are affected by financial constraints. Then shortage or lack of base mass upon which census could be formulated. Then where the objective of the census is not well spelled out for people, spelled out. And this is one of the challenges we have. At times when you go to villages and communities to do enumeration, people need to understand the purpose for which the enumeration is being done. And if they don't have enough information regarding that, some people even decline giving information. And that is a challenge. And so it is advisable that any time we are doing population census, the objective for doing that is well spelled out. Thank you.